G'day everyone, I'm Pat from Voodoo Collectibles. Hope you've been well. Let's get into this week's tips and rips video. This is round 7 of the 2025 AFL season. This is ANZAC Round. So a lot of services will be held over the weekend. So let's get into the tips portion. How did everyone's tips go last week? Because that was one hell of a round. That was a nightmare round to tip, and I think it showed in my tips at least as well. I ended up with only 3 out of 9. Not my worst, definitely not my best. Yeah, the less said about last week, the better. So let's move on to round 7 tips. Starting on Thursday night, we have Melbourne and Richmond. I've gone Demons on this one, but it's a coin flip. Richmond actually in a little bit more form than Melbourne, I would have to say. So both teams winning, but I've just gone Demons on the home ground advantage of the MCG, even though it's Richmond's home ground as well. I don't know. It's a coin flip. I've gone Demons. Let's move on. All right, on to Friday, the Anzac Day itself. Starting with Collingwood and Essendon at the MCG in the afternoon. Yeah, I haven't seen enough from Essendon to think Pies will lose this one because, yeah, Pies are flying. Essendon only just scraped by against my Eagles last week. Then we go on to Fremantle and Crows at Optus Stadium on Friday night. I've gone Crows here. Freo, I don't know, they're just, like a lot of pundits have said, they look like pretenders. And I think Crows are a definitive top 8 side, so I think they can get the job done over there, but it's going to be a hard one, but I think they can. All right, let's move on to Saturday. We've got St Kilda versus Brisbane at Marvel. This is another hard one to pick. Saints play really good at Marvel. Coming off a massive loss, St Kilda. Same with Brisbane, coming off a fairly decent loss. But I think Brisbane still can beat St Kilda under Marvel's dome. Let's move on to Port and the North at Adelaide Oval in the afternoon. Yeah, I think Port should win this one. Bit of form at the moment. North, not so much. Then we got the late game GWS versus Bulldogs at Manuka Oval in Canberra. Another one that could be a bit of a toss-up. Bulldogs have their captain back, and they look a lot better with him. But they did lose Sam Darcy for what, 3-4 months, they said. So I think GWS will bounce back, and they should win in the cold Canberra night over there. Let's move on to Sunday. We have Gold Coast Suns and Swans at People's First Stadium. Suns should win this one. Swans look horrible at the moment. Looks like they're suffering from that grand final thumping curse or whatever you call it. Suns should win this one. Then we go to Carlton and Geelong at the MCG. Yeah, another harder one to pick. I've just gone with Geelong. I think they're a bit more form. Carlton, all they're beaten. Well, I saw a stat the other day. The last 4 wins Carlton have had against North and West Coast. That's it. So 2 wins this year, 2 wins last year, the last 2 wins. So yeah, I wouldn't put any stock into their form. They've only played the worst teams and won. So I think Geelong should win this one. And then lastly, we've got Hawks versus the Eagles at Marvel Stadium in the afternoon. Hawks should win this one. Yeah, let's be honest. Couple of close losses from Hawthorn. They should bounce back, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost a 100-point win to Hawks. Even though West Coast did well, I don't think they would win this one. So that's my round 7 tips. Hopefully they're better than round 6, because round 6 was bloody terrible. Let's be honest. All right, let's get into some rips and open some packs of footy cards and see if we can get anything decent. Let's start with the hobby pack of Footy Stars this week. See if we can get a numbered card. All right, upside down. Let's have a look through these base cards. See something shiny, but that's not anything indicative. We do have a Dragon Scales. I will take that. Nate Caddy in the gold. I love that colour. And George Hewitt of Carlton. Now that should be numbered. That is number 13 of 399. Can't say I know Caddy's number, but if it is a jumper number, let me know, because that's a pretty good hit then otherwise. All right, let's open up the team coach. All right, here we go. Starting with the silvers, Isaac Heaney, and then Max McElhaney. Put those up there. Then we got the blue. I love the blue. It's one of the better cards, I reckon. Then we got the fantasy score, and then just a die cut Scanlons. I keep always forget the name every single time. Let's put those over there. Let's make some room. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. All right, let's keep going. Second pack. We've got a Liam Duggan and a Darcy Cameron in the silver. We've got star powers. I will take that as an Eagle fan. Harley Reid, just the base star powers. There is obviously a better one, but I will take that. And then Brodie Grundy in the Scanlons there as well. So not bad. Not bad. I will take that, definitely. Nice. All right, let's open up a couple footy stars, base packs, and then we'll finish this week's round of tips and rips. Right. Can we get anything from this pack? We do actually get something. Unfortunately, it's probably one of the worst. We've got a premiership predictor for St Kilda. They're definitely not winning the premiership this year. And then we've got a, who's that? Bailey Williams. We did get something, but unfortunately, it is for a team that is not going to win. Let's be honest. 253 of 360. A nice hit. Might have to give that to a Saints fan. All right, let's open up the last pack. I think we probably used our luck, but who knows? Last pack magic. Not quite. We have a Sam Collins in a Thunderbolt. Not numbered. So there we go. Well, as a West Coast fan, I do enjoy the star powers. The best card there is probably the premiership producer. It's just a bit unfortunate. I couldn't get a Collingwood or like a Brisbane or something like that. Nonetheless, there we go. That was tips and rips for round 7. I hope you did enjoy Easter round last week. Tipping wise, maybe not so much. But I hope you do enjoy this week ANZAC Round. And if you have a chance, go out and join a service in the morning. It is well worth going out and experiencing one of those in the morning. Very emotional, and it's a good thing to do at least once in your life. So, that was it. Enjoy your footy. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.